A drone blocked the man's path. The drone announced he was under arrest. It then dispensed a pair of handcuffs. Jack claimed he hadn't done anything, but the drone wouldn't listen to his explanation. If the suspect resisted arrest, it would immediately take forceful measures. Jack reluctantly put on the handcuffs, following the drone to prison. The prison was unmanned. He placed his personal belongings in a box. A conveyor belt delivered a prison uniform. Jack changed into the clothes, following the AI's directions into his cell. A large screen began introducing prison services. Jack wasn't interested in listening. He only wanted to understand why he'd been arrested. Information about several lawyers appeared on screen. He randomly selected one with high ratings. He was surprised that hiring a lawyer would cost $10,000. Jack couldn't afford it. He chose the free public defender. After computer calculations, he had an 89% probability of being found guilty, with a sentence of 45 to 47 years. Jack wanted to know what crime he had committed, but the defender suggested he plead guilty quickly. This would reduce his sentence by 5 to 7 years. Jack was on the verge of breaking down. He clearly hadn't done anything. It seemed all the AI's actions were guiding him to confess. Jack composed himself. He chose to call his mother. He explained his situation to her and asked them for $10,000. Otherwise, he would be trapped in prison forever. But before he could finish, his parents' profile pictures suddenly disappeared. His balance had run out. Jack shouted in frustration. The long isolation affected his mental state. He began talking to small toys every day. However, on this day, a drone suddenly flew in. It was time for his court hearing. Without a lawyer, he would definitely be sentenced to 47 years. If he pleaded guilty now, he could reduce it by 7 years. Facing the system's aggressive pressure, Jack felt his mind was about to explode. Just as he was about to admit guilt, he noticed an unread text message. Opening it, he discovered his parents had sent him $10,000. Now he had enough money to request a lawyer. Soon the call connected. The lawyer quickly reviewed his file, then said Jack's case was complicated, suggesting he should plead guilty quickly, so he might serve fewer years. Jack innocently said he hadn't done anything. The lawyer leaned in to examine him, then looked down to compare with the documents, and immediately hung up. At this point, Jack felt the world crashing down. After this, Jack spent each day staring blankly at the wall. But one day he suddenly heard a system notification telling him he could leave. At first he didn't want to respond, but seeing the open door, he put on his shoes in confusion, then excitedly walked out, collecting his belongings. He found his phone filled with debt notices. Even his house had been repossessed for unpaid rent. He picked up a nearby brochure. It stated the textile factory would provide 3 meals a day. Come work here quickly.